Well, hi Libras, welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for your weekly reading. I have shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of the reading. So Libras, I want one more shuffle. Let's find out, what can you expect coming up in your life? My readings don't usually go past 6 months. If it resonates, it's probably your reading. If it does not resonate, it probably is not your reading. And I would check your moon sign, which is your emotional and private side. You may check the rising, but the rising is your outward appearances and how other people see you. So usually when you do tarot, you want to know more than just outward appearances. So Libra, the overall energy of your reading is the Hermit. Excuse me. Still a lot of smoke in the air. Still. I don't know if it'll ever end. The Hermit here is the card for Virgo. So Virgo might be strong in your chart or strong in somebody else's chart around this reading. But this surrounds the entire reading, and what the Hermit's all about is you seeking your path forward in life. It's like, has this been on your mind? You've been wanting to move forward, but you're kind of, either you have more than one path to choose from, or you're just not sure which way to, how to go about it. So the Hermit is here to shine light on what you need to know about moving forward. Up here in your highest energy is the Queen of Cups. This is water. This is Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer might be strong in your chart, might be strong in somebody else's chart around this reading. But all the cards are male or female. And what the Queen is trying to do here is peek in those little windows. This is the only cup in the deck that has a lid on it. And that cup is full of answers to love questions. So that tells me that you have questions about love. And it is related to your path forward. I think your question is, will you ever find the right person to move forward with? What will it look like? How will you know? I mean, it could be any number of questions, but you do have questions about love and moving forward. Right next to the Queen of Cups is the Knight of Wands. This is an energy that's usually it usually wears itself out, okay? It can be fun when they run in, male or female, and it's always not so fun when they run out, okay? And so they seem to have a habit of running in and out of your life. So there's an energy around you, and this is probably what's got you questioning the love that runs in and out of your life. It's right above the Hermit. Is your path forward with this energy that runs in and out of your life, or is there a better path for you to take? I have the Eight of Cups next to the Knight of Wands. So this is, this is about turning your back on love. Are you leaving it? Let me look. Yeah, I think you're leaving this situation of the Knight of Wands. I think you're going to decide to turn your back on love from the Knight of Wands. Okay? I think you're going to take another avenue. You're not going to stick with this path that the Knight of Wands has to offer, because the Eight of Cups is moving away from it. Under the Queen of Cups is Temperance. This is a card for Sagittarius. So Sagittarius might be strong in your chart or strong around this reading. But there's your guardian angels and spirit guides, and they're right under you, trying to get your answers to love questions, wondering how to move forward, what path to take forward in your life. You're a little out of balance. Well, of course, because it looks like you're turning your back on an in and out energy here that comes in and out of your life. So you have one foot in the emotional waters and one foot on the ground, which is grounded on the land. What Temperance's job here is to get both of your feet on the ground. Got to pull that one foot out of the emotional water, become balanced, become grounded, so that you can make informed and enlightened decisions about how to move forward in your life. So next to the Hermit, and I always like to look around this Hermit, what your path forward has to do with this in and out energy, and also getting rebalanced from it, okay? And getting regrounded from this energy that's kind of like thrown you off. I have the Lovers on the back side of the Hermit card. This is like a divine soulmate card. This is a card for Gemini. So Gemini might be strong in your chart or strong around this reading in somebody else's chart. The Lovers, you've been lovers in another lifetime, okay? Is this coming in? There's your guardian angels and spirit guides. I think they're trying to bring in someone else. I think by turning your back here on the Knight of Wands energy here, and getting rebalanced, so Temperance, your guardian angels and spirit guides are trying, they're all around you, and they're trying to guide you towards what you really want from love. So I have a divine soulmate that's kind of like out there, and you've been lovers in another life, like I said before, but see the hands here that are up with the guardian angels and spirit guides? They're trying to bring you two back together this lifetime. So this is probably, you know, the Hermit is pointing this out, and until you become regrounded and, you know, rebalanced, you are not going to be able to entertain this soulmate when they approach you or when they enter your life. Let me just keep reading. Where are we going with this exactly? Under Temperance, we've got the King of Pentacles. This is Earth, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Here's Virgo. There's two for Virgo so far. This is your energy, and this is about looking at the pentacle here, and this is under Temperance. This also can be someone coming in. This can be part of the energy of the Lovers. Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn might be in one, you know, strong in their chart someplace, or they just might be solid and stable and committable and mature-minded. But you have your eye on the pentacle. This is what you need. You need a solid, stable, and grounded relationship. The Lovers here, when this person comes in, I think they have a pentacle. Whether they're Earth energy or not, I have the Ten of Pentacles right next to the King of Pentacles, and this is right under the Hermit. So the Hermit is saying, hey, the Ten of Pentacles is out there. It is out there. This is what you want. You want a union between two people. There's extended family. There's pets. There's a child. This is like commitment, groundedness, stability, security. It's coming in with this divine soulmate. And your guardian angels and spirit guides, they're working really hard to bring you together with this soulmate. It's like maybe you didn't finish what you were supposed to finish together in another life. This card of the Ten of Pentacles is right next to the Devil. So, this is a card for Capricorn. There's another Earth energy. Capricorn might be strong in your chart or strong around this reading. That's right under the Lovers card. Perhaps they have Capricorn in their chart someplace. But this is like goodbye to third-party and toxic energies. So by walking away from this Knight of Wands energy in and out of your life, you're actually saying goodbye to a toxic energy. There might have been a third party involved too. Maybe. Or an addiction or something that was just making this relationship toxic, that they, you know, they carried with them, that Knight of Wands. So you're leaving it. You're making decisions. The guardian angels and spirit guides are really trying to help you take the right path forward, and it looks like you're gonna do it. Oh my gosh, yeah, you're gonna do it all right. That World card right there. Okay. Well, up here in your highest energy, Libras, I have the world. You're walking forward, away, you're leaving this energy here towards a whole new life cycle. And it's going to involve this divine soulmate. Now, Temperance needs to get you rebalanced. This is not an easy thing for you to do because you're actually walking away from feelings, from love. You have questions about feelings and love because of this Knight of Wands, this energy that kept running in and out of your life. It was toxic. So yeah, you need to get yourself rebalanced, and then you'll be able to recognize the soulmate when they come in. So you're entering a new life cycle. You've been kind of putting it off because I have the Two of Swords right next to the World card. You've been trying not to deal with walking away from this Knight of Wands because of the love. Love does that. Love keeps you tied into things when your heart is involved that isn't good for you. So I think you're just coming to the conclusion this is not working, nothing's changing. It always leaves me feeling bad when they leave, and it's just not, you want something more, you want something solid. Well, you've been putting it off like an ostrich with his head in the sand. You've been protecting your heart because you know that your heart is involved, okay? And by walking away, it's going to be very dramatic. It's going to hurt your own heart. And you had your swords up as self-protection. You had your blindfold on. So you've been blocking moving into this new life cycle, but that's just waiting for you. It's waiting for you to move forward. And the Hermit is here to help shine a light on the hope in moving forward and the things that are possible if you do move forward. So that's what I get from this reading so far. I do have the Nine of Cups up here next to the Two of Swords. So this is, you knew, okay, this is what you're blocking. You didn't want to have to put your love on a shelf, okay? You didn't want to have to do that. You didn't want to have to turn your back on love. But you find yourself in this position that you're kind of like proud of yourself that you were able to do it. And you were able to put all the love that you have on a shelf behind you, and there you protect it. You sit in front of it. It's like, I'm not handing out my love until the right person comes along. No more of this in and out of my life, unstable energy around me. So, we have the Five of Wands right under the World card, the new life cycle, and next to the Lovers. This is something that you have been dealing with in your mind. You've been confused over how to move forward. You've had anxiety over moving forward. And there was a lot of stress associated with it. Because, like I said, turning your back on, because there's feelings involved, on your own feelings in order to do something that's better for you, causes all this stress and anxiety and confusion about how to go about it. So you were just blocking it. You were in these energies. But what's happening is you're letting it go, you're walking away, and you're finding yourself holding a giant cup of love. See, you have a lot of love, okay? This is water energy. So this is also water energy. Oh, whoever's coming in, this divine soulmate, your relationship will be based upon love. It's going to be an emotional relationship. There's going to be a lot of love. And you got the Ten of Pentacles. That's everything. That's everything. So, water, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer might be strong in your chart or in somebody else's chart around this reading. But what this king is doing here, they're all male or female, like I said before, is you're pulling back that cup of love. That's huge. You're holding, you pull it back toward your body, just like you're doing here at the Nine of Cups. You're putting it on a shelf behind you. You know you have it, but now it looks like you know you have it, and when the right person comes along, you will hand it out. You've been blocking doing that. You didn't want to have to pull back on the love But you know, finally, it's like you figure out that this is something you need to do for you. I have the Hangman right between these two cards. You've sought advice about this whole thing because, you know, it was very stressful. A lot of anxiety and confusion associated with making this move because your heart's involved. So this is the card of enlightenment. See, the head is all lit up. Well, so far, if I look around this card, I have you putting your that you have a lot of love. That's what they're saying here. And it's not going to go away. You're going to hang on to all the love you have. You're going to, by loving yourself and walking away from this energy that doesn't serve you, which is actually toxic to you, that you will still have all that love. That's what they're saying here, and there's more that the Hangman is saying, and I will point that out in a minute. I have the Two of Cups under the Five of Wands and next to the toxic energy. Well, goodbye to toxic energy. You know, this is what your relation, this was a soulmate. This Knight of Wands is a soulmate. They're not divine like this one coming in, but they were a soulmate with love. Okay, it wasn't like they didn't care about you. They did. They had love. It wasn't enough because their actions, they weren't committable. They weren't grounded. They weren't stable. They were in and out, and they just flipped your life upside down all the time. But it was more of a friends with benefits relationship. And, you know, right next to the Devil card, that was the toxic part of the relationship. Yeah, you were good friends. You did talk about a lot. You probably laughed a lot. There was a lot of good things about the relationship besides the toxic energy, but the toxic energy, it wasn't getting any better as far as I see in this reading at all. And so you had to make a decision. You got fed up. You came to your wit's end. I had the Nine of Wands right next to the Two of Cups. This is what, you know, caused you to pull back your cup of love. Okay, instead of having this friends with benefits relationship, you pull it back. You like, no more. I need to move on. I need to find something that works for me better. It's like that pole is holding you up. You really pushed it to your wit's end before walking away. And then right under the Hanged Man is the Wheel of Fortune. This is something they want to enlighten you about, the universe. You've sought advice. Well, by pulling back this love, and you have tons of it, and, you know, turning your back on the love that you have for this toxic energy, the universe is totally involved here. We got the Wheel of Fortune, will for your better, and it sort of spins. And it's like an energy that kind of just pulls you along. You can like feel someone whispering in your ear, pushing you a little on the back, or trying to pull you forward. These urges to do something, to make a change in your life. That's the Wheel of Fortune. That's the universe doing that. They are so involved, and they're enlightening you that the universe is involved here. Your guardian angels and spirit guides and the universe really want you to come together with your divine soulmate. So as long as you're in this other relationship, that can't happen. So it's hard to go through this, but it looks like it's all going to work out beautifully for you, Libras. So that's about all I can see here. It's a whole new life cycle by turning your back on someone that you really do care about, that just brings toxic energy into your life. I'm taking out one more card for this reading, the King of Swords. There you are, Libra. Okay, air energy, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. This is going to be you, Libra. This card goes right here, male or female. You move forward with your sword up. It's like you finally take the blindfold off. You finally let your arms down. You hang on to one of those swords from the Two of Swords, and you become strong. You become self-aware and self-protectant. So you're looking for truth. You're looking for clarity. in any relationship that comes your way. And so when this soulmate shows up, or anyone else, even if they come in before the soulmate, you will seek the truth and clarity. You will know. See, this is such a strong connection here. You will know that connection when it comes towards you. But you are on guard. You're like, you know, you're ready. This is all about truthful conversations, honesty, clarity, and self-protection. And it lands right on the walking away from that Knight of Wands and right on your new life cycle. Wow. So Libras, this is your reading. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.